What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 13 quarterbacks, in my opinion, are the best quarterbacks in the class of 2024 in the transfer portal. As we all know, the transfer portal opened up today, and a lot of players are flooding the transfer portal. But today we're going to talk about these 13 quarterbacks, see where they're going, talk about a brief part of their journey so far, and in my opinion, where they're going at next. But if you like the grind, like college football, and like anything else I've done on this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. As we try to hit 1,000 subs, we're at 548, so help support the grind. But without further ado, let's talk about these 13 quarterbacks in the portal. Alright, the first quarterback we're going to talk about this list is Tyler Shough. Tyler Shough is a former 4-star pro-style quarterback from the Chandler, Arizona area, signed with the Ducks back in 2018. But after just 2 years with the Ducks, he transferred to Lubbock, Texas to play for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. In those 2 years he played for the Red Raiders, he wasn't fantastic. His best year was 2022 when he threw for 1,300 yards and 7 touchdowns. He is rated out of all the quarterbacks in transfer portal, he's rated number 11th. So hopefully Tyler Shough could turn around in his final year eligibility as a fifth-year senior. Next quarterback we're going to talk about on the list is Vanderbilt's Ken Seals. Ken Seals, a 4-year player for the Commodores, is transferring out of Nashville looking for a clean start. He'll be a fifth-year senior coming back for one more year eligibility. He played 3 years for the Commodores with his best year coming back in 2020 when he threw for 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 10 picks. He's looking for a fresh start going into his final year eligibility. Hopefully, Seals can find it outside of Nashville. Guys, next quarterback we're going to talk about this list. It has some NFL royalty behind his name. If you know his last name, his dad's a Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Had a solid NFL career. If you know who I'm talking about, his dad is Brad Johnson. This is his son, Max Johnson. Max Johnson is a former 3-star recruit from Watkinsville, Georgia. Originally signed with the LSU Tigers back in 2020, and his best statistical year came back in 2021 when he threw for 2,815 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 6 picks. When he transferred to Texas A&M back in 2022, he has came nowhere near that production he had back in 2021. His best year was his past season when he threw for just under 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 5 picks. Max Johnson looking for a fresh start, and he has 2 years eligibility left. He just signed with the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and Coach Mack Brown just a couple days ago. So hopefully Max Johnson could turn his career around and hopefully follow his dad's footsteps into the NFL. The next quarterback we're going to talk about this list is James Madison, Jordan McLeod. Jordan McLeod is a 2-star recruit, come out of Plett High School in Tampa, Florida. Originally committed with the hometown team, the USF Bulls. But during his 2 years with USF, he was average at best, throwing for a combined just over 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 10 picks. Jordan McLeod wanted a fresh start and transferred out west to Tempe, Arizona to play for the Arizona Wildcats. In his one only season there in 2021 with the Wildcats, he threw just under 500 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 5 picks limited time, and decided to make a career-defining move that actually put Jordan McLeod on the map. In 2023, he signed with the Dukes of James Madison. Of course, James Madison won a better Group of 5 program since they've been in college football Power 5. And during his one season with James Madison, of course, we all know why the reason James Madison, his head coach, took this coaching job at Indiana. Could he follow his footsteps? A couple days ago, Jordan McLeod entered himself in the portal. And with his 1 year starting for the Dukes, his season looked like this. He completed 70% of his passes, almost 69%, 3,400 passing yards, 32 touchdowns to 9 picks, leading James Madison to a 1-loss season and their first bowl game since being a member of Division I football. So hopefully Jordan McLeod can turn it around or keep this hot streak going wherever he goes to his next destination. Next quarterback we'll talk about is Mississippi State's Will Rogers. Will Rogers is a former 3-star recruit out of Brandon, Mississippi. Decided to sign with the local Mississippi State Bulldogs, and throughout his first 3 years was nothing but spectacular. Under the Mike Leach air raid offense, Will Rogers threw for over 4,000 yards, almost twice, His best year came in 2021 when he threw for 4,700 yards, 36 touchdowns and 9 picks. And then 2022, just last year, 3,900 yards passing, 35 touchdowns, 8 picks. One of the more prolific passers in the SEC, but not just in the conference, but in the country. But suddenly, Mike Leach passed away after the end of the 2022 season, and Will Rogers' stats kind of diminished. He just threw for just over 1,600 yards this past season, 12 touchdowns and 4 picks. Will Rogers is looking to transfer and entered his name in the portal just last week. And as of right now, Will Rogers is the number 6 quarterback in the 2024 transfer portal class. He's right now listed as a 4-star recruit. Hopefully, Will Rogers will turn back to his 2022 form and hopefully make an NFL roster after next season. The next quarterback we're talking about this list is Kansas State's Will Howard. The former 6'5" pro-style quarterback from Downingtown Town, Pennsylvania, was originally a 3-star recruit and decided to take his talents cross-country to Manhattan, Kansas, and play for the Kansas State Wildcats. And during his 4 years playing for the Wildcats, his stats were kind of average. His best year was his past season, throw for 24 touchdowns, was a career high, 10 picks, 2,600 yards passing, leading Kansas State back to a bowl game. Now, we all know Kansas State was one to talk about teams last year, along with teammate Deuce Vaughn. Kansas State won the Big 12 championship last year over TCU, one of the highlights seasons for Will Howard as a starter for the Wildcats. Unfortunately, their season came to a disappointing end, losing badly 45-20 to the hands of Nick Saban, the Alabama Crimson Tide. But Will Howard looking for a fresh start. For he has 1 year eligibility left, and the graduate transfer is right now number 3 out of all the quarterbacks transfer portal. He's a 4-star player right now in the portal, trailing Dante Moore for UCLA and Cameron Ward out of Washington State, who we both will talk about both those quarterbacks in this video as well. So hopefully Will Howard could continue his hot season from this past year and hopefully lead his next program to another bowl win. Next quarterback we're talking about is Duke's Ronnie Leonard. Leonard, a former 3-star quarterback from Fairhope, Alabama, took his talents to Durham to play for the Duke Blue Devils. And during his time with Duke, he was pretty solid. His best year came last year in 2022 when he threw for 22 touchdowns and 10 picks, leading Duke to a big bowl win over Gus Malzahn and the UCF Knights. Duke had a lot of optimism coming into his junior season, and here's what Duke did. In the opening win against number 9 ranked Clemson, Duke shocked the world, being Dabo Swinney and the Tigers at home. Got Duke to almost the top of the college football world as one of the most talked about teams in college football. But an ankle injury derailed not only Leonard's season, but Duke's season. And unfortunately, Duke struggled at a stretch, but made a bowl game. Leonard has 2 years left of eligibility and decided to transfer to Notre Dame to play for Marcus Freeman and the Irish. Now, can the Irish struck gold twice with ACC transfers? Last year, Notre Dame signed Sam Hartman, and it turned wonders in for the Irish. Hopefully, luck could struck twice for the guys from South Bend. Now, next quarterback we're going to talk about this list is Cameron Ward. Cameron Ward is from West Columbia, Texas, and he played high school football there in the local Texas area. Now, listen, this journey is a little bit different for Cameron Ward. Out of all these quarterbacks on this list, he was not recruited by no Power 5 school. That's right. Out of all the quarterbacks on this list I'm doing today, he's the only quarterback not to be recruited by a Power 5 school. He had 2 offers. One from Incarnate Word and the other from Texas Southern. So Cameron Ward decided to go to Incarnate Word, and my goodness, he put up astronomical video game type numbers. In his 2 years there at Incarnate Word, he accumulated over 7,800 passing yards and 71 passing touchdowns in 2 seasons. Just 14 picks. Took his talents to Pulling, Washington to play for the Washington State Cougars. Picked up right where he left off. He cut down the turnovers and threw for another 48 more touchdowns. Through his first 4 years in college football, playing Incarnate Word and Washington State, Cameron Ward accumulated 119 passing touchdowns to 30 picks and a jaw-dropping 13,874 passing yards. He is the number 2 transfer portal quarterback behind UCLA's Dante Moore, and probably one of the most sought-out quarterbacks in the portal. This man could do it not only with his arm, but with his legs as well. He also ran for 144 yards and 8 more touchdowns this year. So 33 touchdowns for Cameron Ward. Washington State is going to miss him out dearly, but Cameron Ward, one of the most sought-out quarterbacks, had him one of the most unique journeys from being a 0 to a hero in 4 years. And I mean, whoever gets this guy next is going to be blessed with a great quarterback. I can't wait to see where he goes next. Next quarterback we're talking about this list is Iowa's quarterback Spencer Petras. Spencer Petras, a former 3-star recruit for Green Bay, California, took his talents to play for Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa Hawkeyes. In just 3 years, he threw for 5,199 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 19 picks in a very outdated and stale Iowa offense. Spencer Petras is a 3-star recruit in the transfer portal and just committed to play for the Utah State Aggies. Hopefully at Utah State he'll prosper and hopefully a better offense, because Iowa's offense is very trash and outdated, and it was successful for not only just him but for any quarterback at the University of Iowa. So hopefully Utah State will be a better fit for Spencer Petras, and hopefully he have a better season going into his final year of college eligibility. All right, next quarterback we're talking about this list is Miami's quarterback Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke is a former 3-star pro-style quarterback from Glastonbury, Connecticut. He decided to take his talents way over into South Florida to play for Mario Cristobal and the Miami Hurricanes. And during his 3 years there as a starting quarterback, he threw for 7,478 yards, 54 touchdowns, and 23 picks. His best year was definitely his sophomore season, where he threw for 2,931 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 6 picks, leading Miami to a pretty promising season and getting ACC Rookie of the Year honors. Now, the last couple of years has been a struggle for Van Dyke, dealing with being benched, dealing with injuries. But hopefully Van Dyke will turn around as he has 2 years left of eligibility. He'll be entered in the transfer portal. As of right now, according to 24/7 Sports, Van Dyke is a number 7 overall quarterback in this year's 2024 class of transfer quarterbacks. He's looking to get a fresh start somewhere outside of Dade County. And right now he's a 4-star recruit. And hopefully Tyler Van Dyke could turn his career around at a new school. Next quarterback I talk about this list is my personal favorite in the portal, Coastal Carolina quarterback Grayson McCall. McCall is from Indian Trail, North Carolina, a former 2-star dual-threat quarterback from Porter Ridge High School, decided to sign with the Chanticleers, and what a career he has had so far playing for Coastal Carolina. He has accumulated 10,000 passing yards, 88 passing touchdowns, only 14 picks, and still accumulated over 1,100 yards rushing and 18 more touchdowns. So a total of 106 career touchdowns for Grayson McCall's time in the teal and black. Now, this ain't the first time we see Grayson McCall in the portal. He shocked the world last year by going to the portal last year. Decided to come back for one more year. Definitely had a downward year from his 2022 total when he threw for 2,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 2 picks. He digressed to a 1,900-yard pass season, 10 touchdowns, to 6 picks. Auburn, you almost had him 2 years ago. He's in the portal again. He's according to 24/7 Sports, Grayson McCall is the number 9 overall quarterback in the portal in the class 2024. Auburn, if you're looking for a quarterback, Hugh Freeze, if you're looking for a guy that's going to get you over the top of the ACC, look no further than Coastal Carolina's Grayson McCall. He has a track record of leading Coastal Carolina to great seasons in his time there. Hopefully he'll get you to where you need to be. Next quarterback we're going to talk about this list is kind of a shocker. Just with the last 2 hours, Kyle McCord has announced that he's leaving Ohio State and intended to go to the transfer portal. We're going to talk about Kyle McCord right now, the former 4-star quarterback from St. Joseph High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For those who don't know Kyle McCord, he was teammates with Ohio State Buckeye wide receiver and son of NFL legend Marvin Harrison Jr. So they played together at St. Joe's Prep, go to Ohio State together. Now, Marvin Harrison had definitely had a better career than Kyle McCord. Because Kyle McCord, first 2 years, he played very sparingly, but really hit the ceiling in 2023, leading Ohio State to a 12-1 season. He threw for 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 picks, just missing out the college football playoff. Did have his best game in the loss against Michigan, but he shocked the world today by entering the college football transfer portal. And right now, he's not ranked by 24/7 Sports because, unfortunately, he just transferred the last 2 hours. So, hopefully, Kyle McCord can turn it around. I think McCord has at least 2 more years that's been left because he's listed as a junior. So, hopefully, Kyle McCord can really turn around his next location. And the last quarterback we're going to talk about this list is the highest-rated quarterback in this year's 2024 transfer portal class for quarterbacks. We're talking about former 5-star recruit Dante Moore from UCLA. Dante Moore is from Detroit, Michigan, played for Martin Luther King High School, and he was a number 3 overall quarterback in his class of 2023. Former 5-star recruit, And he took his talents to play in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, to play for the UCLA Bruins. And during his only season as a Bruin, his stats look like this. He threw for 1,610 yards, 11 touchdowns and 9 picks, and a QBR rating of 33.1, which is 118th in the country. Unfortunately for Dante Moore, it wasn't set to be great for him at UCLA, as quarterback Ethan Garbers took the job and ran with it. So Dante Moore entered himself in the portal, and he's right now, according to 24/7 Sports, the highest rated quarterback in the 2024 transfer class as a 4-star. He's number 1 in the portal and number 2 overall player in the entire portal. And all the athletes and the positions in the portal, Dante Moore is the second best player in the portal. So, hopefully Dante Moore finds a new school. He has 4 years eligibility left, so hopefully he can turn his career around and show people why he was the number 3 overall quarterback in his class in 2023, and hopefully make it to the NFL one day. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. That was my 13 quarterbacks from this year's top 2024 class. Hopefully these guys find their schools. Now, some of them already did, like Riley Leonard's going to Notre Dame, Spencer Petras going to Utah State, Max Johnson's going to North Carolina, play for Mac Brown. But there's 10 other quarterbacks still looking for school. There's plenty of other quarterbacks in the portal. I wish y'all the best of luck. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe for more. Hit the notification bell button as we're trying to hit 1,000 subs. So help me get there, guys. Help me get there. Once again, this is your boy Worldwide. Thank y'all for supporting. I love y'all. Peace.